This video demonstrates how to rig an MC Scow. Before you begin, pay attention to the way the cover is attached so that you'll remember how to put it back on when you're done. Start at the bow, either from the starboard opening or the foredeck. Unzip and unclip the cover and fold or roll it around the foredeck to port side and then back to the stern. The cleaner you fold and roll the cover now, the easier it will be to put back on later. As you unclip the cover from the rudder, check that the rudder is clear of any weeds. Once the cover is removed, stow it under the bow. Perform a safety check. Make sure the boat has a paddle, bailer, and a throwable flotation cushion, and make sure each person has a PFD. Next, perform a once-over for the boat. Is there excessive water in the cockpit? If so, check that the bailers are closed and bail the cockpit. Is anything obviously broken? If so, report or fix it. Is the boat dirty? If so, clean it. That includes bird poop and muddy footprints. Do all appropriate lines have stopper knots? Do the telltales need attention? Stow all free lines, covers, and personal belongings so they stay dry and out of your way. Plan your path for leaving the dock or buoy before raising the mainsail. The boom vang, outhaul, and Cunningham control lines should be uncleated and slack. Undo the mainsail zipper knot, slack the main sheet, and unfurl or unroll the sail. When unfurling the sail, try to flake it neatly. This will make it easier to raise and increase its longevity by not introducing creases. Find the head of the sail and install the flotation panel over the mainsail head. Feed the flotation panel and sail boat rope into the mast slot. Attach the halyard to the mainsail headboard. It's a good idea to look to the top of the mast to make sure the halyard isn't fouled in any of the rigging. Raise the mainsail. Note that you'll get a better grip on the halyard with your thumb down. You can twist your wrist to get more leverage. When you have your thumb up, you can only get more grip by squeezing harder. Once the sail gets to the top of the mast, the halyard is secured in place by a bead that goes into a slot on the front side of the mast. Seat the bead by pulling straight down next to the mast. This may require extra force. Once it is seated, you won't be able to pull the sail back down without unseating the bead. Here's a close-up of the bead and its slot, and an exaggerated view of what seating the bead looks like. And here's another view of seating the halyard from a little further away. If you're struggling to seat the halyard bead, some people find it helpful to loop the halyard and step on it. Make sure you hold onto the mast so you don't fall over. Coil the halyard and store it in the bungee. Make sure it's easy to undo in case of an emergency that requires lowering the sail. You may need to untie this underwater if the boat turtles. Attach the Cunningham to the sail kringle. Center and cleat the Traveler. Adjust the boom vang, Cunningham, and outhaul for wind conditions. As the outhaul is tightened, you can see the clew move back and the foot of the sail becomes taut. Lower the cradle to free the tiller. Lower the bilge boards, also known as sideboards. You'll have better control of the boat if you only lower the leeward board, although many beginning sailors lower both. Your boat is now rigged and ready to sail. Get ready to cast off and enjoy your time on the water. After you leave the dock and are safely underway, you can attach the painter to the metal boom vang bail at the bottom of the mast. This keeps it out of the way and gives you a handle to reboard if you capsize.